Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Schlage number 35-157 EP. This is a Schlage Primus key blank and the EP keyway. E for E and P for Primus. If I recall my original Primus information, this key will enter into an E keyway. No, forgive me. Your original E keys will enter into a Primus cylinder, but your restricted key blanks would not enter the old, the existing E. The point of that matter was you can slowly phase into, a more restricted sort of environment where obtaining key blanks was not something you would just do at the next home center you drove past, or the cobbler, so to speak. So the fact of the matter is you'd be able to phase into that stuff, and this is what the EP looks like. Now the Primus family, the CP, dropping the P at the end, they're all Primus. C, CE, E, EF, F, and FG. You have the first six it's a multiplex system that they run in, and you can see down below the chart of the multiplex keyway that FGP would be a simplex in the sense that it is not associated with the other keyways, but you can have the LP pass into all of those cylinders. A multiplex system simply would permit you to have application on a very small scale, but most typically on a very large scale. Meaning, if you were to take, just theoretically, nominally, a Schlage system where you have, it's a two-step system, meaning you've got 10 depth combinations, 0 through 9. So it's a two-step, meaning their increments are 15 thousandths. So you'll go in every 2 steps to the next cut. You wouldn't have a master with a cut of a 5 and then a cut with a 4 or a 6 in the same column, meaning it's a two-step system. So if you had 5 possible cuts in each chamber, then you had 6 chambers, you had 5 to the 6th power of possible key changes. Well, 5 to the 6th power is 15,625. Okay. Out of that, you're going to eliminate all the biddings that it cannot be. If you're master keying, which you would be, you're going to eliminate several thousand for that. You're going to eliminate several thousand just because you won't use the same bidding if you're doing total position progression. Method of master key generation versus rotating constant, different conversation. And if you were to take out of that 15,625 those that you can't use because it would share the same bidding of the master key, and then you eliminate the maximum adjacent cut specification, the max, you'd eliminate many more key blanks. You're going to get down to a number that's just a few thousand. Okay, well that's a large number. Let's just say it's 4,000 key blanks. And it's probably a little bit more, I would think, in a 6-pin system. What if you had a Big Ten university and you had 10,000 locks and you needed 10,000 change keys? The multiplex system is what permits that to occur. If you were to study the multiplex chart down below, let's say you had three dorm buildings, three dorm buildings, 3,333 keys in each building, right? You get my point. You could run a C, a CE, and then an E in each of those buildings. Those keys will not pass each other. They will not even enter the cylinder. You could take that bidding list of 3,333 biddings and then copy it for the next section, the CE, copy it again for the E. So you can generate several thousands more possible changes by simply using a different section in the multiplex hierarchy. Now you, as the manager, you would walk around with the H key blank. The H and the J and the L, those are key blanks only. You can see how that structure fits in, where you can take your key blank and enter all 3 buildings with your master key. Now that's the big scale, and that's really how it's used. You could also be fancy if you wanted to have it in your home. Not a bad idea. You could have your house. Let's say it's a Chicago bungalow. Front door, back door, side door. Pardon me. Front door, side door, basement door. Oh, there could be an upstairs door. There could be 4 doors on the house. It'll be a detached garage. You could run a C on the detached garage. You could run a CE on the house. You could walk around with the H. You could give your landscaper the C so he can get into the garage only. This key, not only will it not work the locks, you won't even get it to go into the cylinder. That would be a small scale. Do you need to take it to that level? Maybe. Might be not a bad idea. Walking around with a key blank, you might make the detached garage an unusual key blank. A CP, the C is the most common of these. Maybe walk around with an E or a CE, or move over to the E, the EF, and the F. Anyway, the point of the matter is that's why you see that multiplex system there. Okay, this features side bit millings, or what is called finger pins inside of there, that will give you 2 independent shear lines, which significantly increases pick resistance. And there are many other facets of Primus and Everest that I am unaware of. And it's not only because I'm not a locksmith, but it's because the factory is a bit cagey about that information. You're dealing with protected, restricted property. So they're not really forthcoming with a lot of it, even though they're very accommodating with requests. They will certainly help to the extent that they can. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page, where you can pull up not only all of the Schlage products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. I just noticed this client ordered some C and some E. The C is indeed stamped there, and the E is stamped as well. I would prefer if the factory didn't put that on there with the Primus stuff, because why make it that much easier on something that's really a keyway that's got a little bit of restriction on it, meaning you just can't walk in anywhere and buy the stuff. And I would leave it up to the knowledge and the experience and the expertise of the locksmith to understand the keyway that's being used. But putting it on there sure is the first place you're going to look. That link to the manufacturer's page, you can pull up the Schlage product catalog, the link to their website, all the Schlage products that we sell, and lots of encyclopedic documents as it pertains to Schlage, whether it be service manuals or master template indexes, or if it is archival catalogs. I've been accumulating catalogs going back over the decades of Schlage products. And if you want to do a real interesting little search on your own, search Google Patents for Walter Schlage, and you'll see that he is an incredibly important individual in the development of lock sets in the first quarter of the 20th century, with dozens of patents. And he, in fact, patented the first key and knob type lock, the lock that is ubiquitous today. That's because of Walter R. Schlage. Any questions on the Schlage 35-157 EP keyway or any other Schlage product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.